How's it going, everybody? So this video is directed towards Russ Boggs, who's been a thorn in my side now for almost nearly 10 years. And the reason I tagged someone else in this video is because I know his parents are going to see this, and I want them to listen and pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Now, I typically don't do this kind of thing because I'm not trying to drag children into adult problems, but see, this Russ guy has already made that mistake by dragging the families of another cancer warrior into a lie and gossip that's been ongoing for the past 10 years, and I've never been incarcerated or, any such thing. There have been no proceedings or any legal proceedings in regard to the gossip going around, the claims being made. So I apologize to the child and to the family of the child for this, because you're going through a lot enough as it is with the child and going through treatment. And I'm just so sorry to have to do this, but you're not going to listen to me unless I do a video. So I need for the child's family to know who exactly they're dealing with, okay? So this guy's name is Russ Boggs. He lives in Jacksonville, Arkansas, and he has constantly, I don't know what his problem is, he's not all there. He's got 6 kids, he's on welfare. He so much as looks at a tree that depicts, how do I say nicely, woman parts. It excites him. He's made that publicly known on his Facebook page. Most people take it as a joke, but I take it as he is just a closeted pervert who likes to accuse other people of doing heinous things to children. Russ Boggs has some kind of a multiple personality disorder or something going on, because he has created multiple accounts on YouTube and Facebook, dedicating these accounts to bashing me and slandering my name. This has been going on for a very long time. He has managed to get inside the minds of people and to convince people that what he's telling them is true. And he comes up with these bogus names time after time after time. He pretends to be Justina Banks. He pretends to be Carstens. He pretends to be Raul Martinez. And who knows what else he comes up with. Russ Boggs is a pathological liar and a piece of crap. He has issues, serious issues. It's a wonder he has children. He has 6 kids and they're all on welfare, and it's a wonder that he still has custody of his children behaving the way he does. He makes up fake accounts, like I said, he makes up fake accounts. He'll somehow find, well, there is no somehow. I know how he found you, because I made a shout-out video on my other YouTube channel. That's how he found you, and that's how he filled your head with lies. Now, this is for Lucas's family, and I just want you to think about, I know you're going through a lot right now, and I'm not trying to eliminate or, push that into the shadows, but I need you to consider something here. Do you really think if I was guilty of the gossip that Russ is perpetuating among everybody, do you really think that if I was guilty of any of that, I wouldn't, do you think I'd really be showing my face on camera? Don't you think if I was guilty of such heinous crimes, I would be in hiding? I'm not hiding. My name really is Jared Fuller. This is really what I look like and how I sound. I'm not trying to disguise myself. I'm not trying to make myself unknown to the world, unlike Russ Boggs, who wants to make up lies and foster these lies to scare people intentionally. So here's the thing. This all started with Russ back in, I want to say about in the 20 teens. Okay, everybody knows I write poetry. Everybody knows this. I had written a poem for Russ's daughter. Her name is Athena. And actually, her real name is Rachel, but everyone calls her Athena. And he didn't like some of the words I had written in the poem, because his twisted, sick, demented mind constantly goes to a perverted place. When I say, I would kiss your tears away if I could. And being a writer for as long as I have, I would never intentionally write something disturbing about a child or for a child, ever. Never in the history of my writing, and I've been writing for well over 20 years. I have 25 years experience as a journal writer. I have experience as a writer. I'm a very seasoned writer, and I would not intentionally, never would I intentionally write something inappropriate for a child or about a child. That just doesn't happen. Not in the history of my writing. And I mentioned something about how I would trade places with her in her bed, meaning a hospital bed. I would trade places with her in her situation to take her place. And of course, Russ, being the twisted, demented fool he is, decided, well, you know, he mentioned the word bed, and, oh, he wants to get in bed with my daughter. This guy is a clown, okay? He is a clown. And the fact that I have to constantly, because Russ likes attention, even if it is negative, he thinks he's getting a rise out of me. He isn't. But he thinks he's accomplished something by being the biggest liar and the biggest fraud ever to walk and plague the planet. Oh, Jared really didn't have cancer. Really? I have all kinds of evidence showing that I had cancer as a child. Unlike you, Russ, you have no evidence of the claim or for the claim that you're making. Because you like to twist everything in that sick, demented mind of yours. Your day is coming, Russ. It's not a threat. I'm not making any threats here, but your day is coming. And to Lucas's family, I do apologize. I'm not trying to pull you away from the more important things that matter, like Lucas's treatment and his hospital stays and things like that. But I am sick to death of this clown, this Russ Boggs, lying about me constantly. And the reason I make this video is because you're not going to listen to me otherwise. You're going to disregard my emails. You're going to cut communication with me. And I'm asking you to think about what you're doing before you just go and do it. Do you always believe what everyone tells you without questioning things? It's not very wise. Now, I know that, you know, you're not going to be convinced after this because you're convinced of a lie. And Russ, I have no doubt, made it sound very compelling. And he made you believe that this is really and truly what's going on. But I'm here to clear up things. And I'm here to set the record straight. Russ Boggs is a pathological liar. If you press Russ for evidence of the gossip, because the gossip, that is a claim being made. When there is a claim made, you have adopted a burden of proof. Ask him to show evidence for the claim he is making. You know, much like the evidence for the claims that the doctors make for Lucas's treatment and diagnosis and things like that. Trust me, I know how this works. Child of cancer survivor for 36 years. I think I have a pretty good grip on reality and logic and critical thinking. Unlike Russ. Common sense bounces off Russ like, I don't know, like hygiene bounces off his ex-wife. I don't know. But anyway, I don't really want to resort to insults here. But Russ has been a thorn in my side for nearly 10 years. I'm here to set the record straight. And for anybody else who wants to watch this, don't listen to this Justina Banks and this Jackal Carstens and Raul Martinez and all these stupid names he comes up with. Russ is a lost, lonely person. He is broken beyond repair. And he will do anything to scare the living hell out of everybody. I'm going to be making some phone calls pretty soon. And we're going to settle this the legal way once and for all. You know, I don't like to do this. I really don't like to do this. But Russ leaves me with no choice. Russ has been harassing me for a very long time. And the fact that a family who would otherwise be loving and caring and understanding would be convinced that this Russ is telling you something, and he does it with such conviction that he's making this sound compelling to get you to believe it, is beyond my understanding. I have never been jailed or put in prison for such a crime. You can look me up on a sex offender registry. You're never going to find my name there because I don't do things like that. That is not the person I am. It's just not. It's never been and it never will be. And the fact that I have to keep making these videos time and time and time and time and time and time again should be evidence to anybody watching this that I am telling the truth. I wouldn't make it a point to come forward with a video if I wasn't being honest. Russ Boggs is a pathological liar. He is a perv in every sense. He posted a picture of a tree trunk that depicted a woman's, you get the idea. The nether regions, okay? He got turned on by it. He actually made that a post. That a tree trunk turns him on. And I'm not trying to talk like this because I don't want for the kid to hear this. So I'm trying to be subtle about this, and maybe perhaps I just messed up. But the point is, Russ is a very disturbed individual, and he's convinced you that I'm the problem. I'm sorry to the Clonch family that this guy would be so... I mean, he's just a pathetic liar. He's a loser. He's never going to do anything with his life. He's got 6 kids, absentee mother. They're the most disgusting, pathetic people I've ever met in my life or ever talked to in my life. Every one of them's on welfare. And what does he do on his free time? He harasses people on the internet. And when I go to defend myself and try to call out this BS that's going on, he tries to spin it as I'm harassing people, like I'm harassing you. I'm not harassing you. I'm here to set the record straight. Russ Boggs is a liar. And like I said, his day is coming. I'm not making threats, but his day is coming. Rest assured, Russ, you can count on that. Your day is coming. Enough is enough. You are a piece of crap. People are going to find out about you sooner or later. I've got nothing to hide here. Nothing. I've written to so many people. So many people have my mailing address. Like, if I was even guilty, remotely guilty of something, you got my address. This is pretty obvious. I mean, shouldn't it be easy to understand? I don't get you people. I don't get why Russ... He wants to act like an innocent, family man on Facebook and elsewhere, but really, deep down, he is a colossal piece of shit. I've been calling him out for the longest time. Justina Banks is not a real woman. Jack L. Carstens is not a real woman, or a person. Well, Russ might be a woman for all I know. Because this is what women do. They make up lies about people they don't like. And by the way, Russ, I know you're Jack L. Carstens because I have a screenshot with your face in the screenshot. It's undeniable proof. Do you want me to put a picture of it at the end of this video? I think I might. But then again, I don't know. I might even make it a community tab just to show people. This is Russ Boggs pretending to be Jack L. Carstens. I just might. Because it's undeniable, Russ. It's undeniable. We're on to you, Russ. You're a pathetic loser. And you want to come at me and accuse me of pretending to have cancer? Okay, so let me ask you, Russ, what do you think this scar on my stomach is from? What do you think that was from? This mark right here under my armpit? Where do you think that's from? Oh, and how could I forget? There's a little blemish on my wrist, which it's really hard to see, but there's a blemish on my wrist right there. Where do you think these battle scars came from, Russ? Do you think I'm lying about having cancer? Because I'm telling you, this battle scar was from kidney removal surgery called a nephrectomy. This mark under my armpit is from my chemo port. Because I had a Broviac infusal port. I had 3 different kinds of chemo. This is from a procedure called arterial blood gas. You still going to say I faked having cancer? I have paperwork. I have lots of information, Russ. I have more information than you would ever imagine. And I have information on you. I got your address. I know where you live. I got it all. Got your phone number. email address, got it all, buddy. So I'm telling you, you're about to be in some serious hot water. Your day is coming, Russ. So I'm telling you, you are going to knock it off. You are going to withdraw from being the liar that you are. You're going to delete all of the social media profiles dedicated to attacking me, or you're going to be in trouble. I'm going to drag you into court. I don't care if I have to take it to national television. I'm going to expose you for the piece of shit you are. Once and for all. And then there's going to be all kinds of people coming at me saying, Jared, I am so sorry I didn't believe you. Your day is coming, Russ. Keep it up. But to the Clonch family, I do apologize. I'm sorry to have to drag you into this, but I know you're watching this video. I don't like to do things like this. This is not who I'm not an angry person. I'm not an evil person. I know it's going to take more than just me saying it to convince you, but the fact that I'm recording this video specifically for that should prove how serious and legit I'm being right now. But anyway, I gotta go. I got things to do. Clonch family, no matter what you think about me, I'm always going to love you. I'm always going to support Lucas. Always. Doesn't matter what you think of me. I'm always going to support him. He is fighting for his life. I know what he's going through because I've been through it myself. And you can tell people like Russ to go fuck himself. Good night.